Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Good evening to everybody. This evening, very happy to see all of you. Then I hope that very soon you all can come back to our place, to our center. We are very welcome, okay? Welcome to all of you. And also I want all of you to meditate every day at home. So very important for us to learn the dharma, not only learning, still need to practice too. And learning and practice must be together. At home also we can do like a retreat center. Early in the morning when you wake up, you also can do metta meditation, anapana. All of you knew how to practice that. So both of the meditation object you all can practice. Then every day we get happy and also we get good karma. So every day we can train. Okay. At home if you practice, you also can get nimitta and jhana too, okay? So I want to encourage all of you. We really need to practice sincerely to gain something like at least sotapan, then only safe. Future is very difficult to say. Future, if you come back to the human again, also not easy to practice nowadays, the situation. No? So now is so important time, it's very good time to practice. So that's why if you have time at home also you can meditate more. Everybody know already the method, most of the meditators are here joining. You all have been practicing with me and with other teachers also. So you know the basis of meditation, how to practice anapanasati, metta, you know, all you know that. So there's at home every day trying to do that yourself. Not only just short time, you know, longer, make it longer time to practice. Then only you will be and safe and also can get more concentration. If not only short time, not easy to get the deeper concentration. And as time has limit, so we always need to remember that we don't have much time. Always need to think about that. We have to prepare. And also how is my practice? My practice really safe for me for the future or not? Always trying to think, and also not to attach to our family member. Not need to attach too much on our business or belonging to you. Try it every day. Is of course you have, but you just in the mind and not belong to me, always think that, then you don't attach on that, you know. And also do more good things, practice every day, giving the five precepts. Everybody know already, so I don't explain detail, okay. The 5 precepts is so important. Early in the morning, we just chant. If you have Buddha image, just sit down and chant, today I want to keep the 5 precepts. You try to be happy with this intention. I want to get the 5 precepts. I don't want to torture other beings. Don't want to kill. You know, the kind of intention in metta. So there's you want to think. You think about. I want to get the 5 precepts with the happy feeling. So much good karma. You know, the wholesome karma with you. And then after that, not only that, I can do dana. You do dana to your parents or your neighbor or anybody that you can share to somebody with a kind heart. And then show that sincerely the metta is given to other people, a kind of loving kindness too, you know. So for us, we got not if the condition no good. If the condition good, we could. Always we send to the neighbor, to the monastery, nunnery around here. We always send as far we could. And we are very happy, you know. So every day we get a good karma at the same time, you know. So in this way we train dharma, sila, and bhavana, meditate for a while. At least half an hour, 1 hour every day trying to meditate. After meditation, the mind will be you will get happy feeling and wholesome. There's no need to explain already, okay? That's why I always contemplate that. Some people like to do dharna a lot. They are very happy and they are sincerely, they only interested in dharna. They don't like to meditate, you know, some people. Also not so safe, dharma not so safe, dharma sometimes, okay, good karma, but before you die, if you have attachment on somebody or the other things you attach, also not safe. Dharma cannot help you, it still can go down to the hungry ghost or the kind of life also can go down. At least Sotapan, the first enlightened level, only safe. We don't need to go down again to the lower life, they're only safe. And then the time of the Buddha, you all know already, the story also known there, the Dayaka, Anathapindika, he was very popular, He always support to the Buddha and the Sangha, the building, the monastery, building the monastery, Jidavana monastery, as well. Every day offer the food to the Buddha and then to all the monks, and also bhikkhunis as well. So he did every time in his life, every day. Luckily that when he was, the first time he met the Buddha, he listened to the Dharma. After that he got a sort of the first level of the enlightened. And after enlightened, he had very strong sadha, the faith in the Buddha and the Dharma as well. The Sotapan know a lot of Dharma already, okay? Because of level of the Sotapan, the practice of Sotapan, he has so strong sadha and also confidence to do that good thing. So always that is supporting for his life. All the time he did dharma every day, and they're always listening. Also he liked to listen the beneficiary, the bhikkhu, or all the Mahathera have been preaching. After dharna, all the beneficiary of dharna, how beautiful with dharna, the kind of the method. So all the bhikkhu was explained to him. After he heard about that, he was so happy. He just like to listen about the kind of thought, He didn't go for the deeper practice, for the every day happy with dharna only. So I don't want you to happen like that. That's why I remind, So times got time, so practice more and give more for the meditation. The last minute only you want to meditate is very difficult, we don't have much time. So the time then he also, the last day of his life, the last day he was so sick, and he could not, every day he went to the monastery, but the day he could not move and he could not walk. That's why he asked his attendants to pay respect to the Buddha and Venerable Sariputta. Then after that he asked the attendants to invite Venerable Sariputta to his home because he went to listen to Dharma from the Venerable Sariputta. So the attendants also did his instruction. He then went to the monastery. Okay, then he followed. He paid respect to the Buddha. After paying respect, he also paid respect to the Venerable Sariputta. Then after he worshiped, he invited to the Anathapindika home to the Venerable. So Venerable Sariputta accepted his invitation, and also Venerable also invite another Mahathera, Ananda, Venerable Ananda, who always took care about the Buddha. So both of Mahathera went to the Anathapindika home. Then when they arrived to the home, the Venerable and the Anathapindika was sick, and then the Venerable asked, "How are you? Are you okay? Do you feel that you will be feeling better?" Then he asked a few questions. Then when Venerable asked, and he also answered it. And he felt that it's like today, the last day, the feeling. He explained to the Venerable, Dipakara for him to go again. Then he did answer to the Venerable. So Venerable also contemplated. Now is the last time for him, a very short time for him, the last minute of his life. If I talk about other things, maybe not so beneficial for him. So I will taught deeper meditation for him, for the deeper practice. If he could analyze that at the same time when he explained, after listening about the Dharma talk, he can attain to the highest. And the Venerable knew that he was Sotapan, Anathapindika was Sotapan. That's why he want to explain deeper and for deeper understanding, for the highest wisdom. Then the Venerable taught to him thoroughly about how to practice Vipassana. The Venerable didn't explain how to practice anapanasati at the sutta, okay? Because of that, this sutta was Anathapindika Vada Sutta, Anathapindika Sutta mainly emphasize to him, and also directly emphasize to the Vipassana. So the Vipassana practice, we need to practice until nothingness, zero, we go to the Nibbana. Nibbana and nothing, okay? Inside Nibbana can't see anything, so zero nothingness only. That's why zero is sunya. Then there another names that in this sutta named another names that sunyata sutta. We call that sunya is zero, nothing. Okay, so two names in this that we can call in this sutta. Okay, then Venerable explained to him. So, Dayaka, please follow. I want to explain to you the dharma there. So you just trying to listen carefully, at the same time trying to practice. Venerable explained to him. So that he was contemplating, and at the same time he also very happily listened. After listening, the Venerable explained, you should contemplate on your body. The first step, the Venerable Sariputara explained to the Anathapindika. So you should contemplate on your body. We have 6 sense doors, okay? So in our eyes, okay, in our eyes, you're trying to concentrate there. We have eye transparent element. Today may be a little bit difficult, okay? So just listen carefully. If not, Wai Chong will translate again, okay? So the eye transparent element we have in our eyes, the center of our eyeballs, okay? In the center of our eyeballs, a bright light, the clear caused by the karma. We have 4 causes in our eyes, ear, nose, tongue, the body, and the heartbeat. We have 6 sense doors, okay? Everybody have. So every center of all the eyes also, we have 4 types of rupa in our eyes, 4 types of rupa in our ears, 4 types of rupa in our nose. 4 causes, we can say that, caused by the karma producing rupa in our eyes, temperature produced in rupa kalapa in our eyes, okay, nutriment produce rupa kalapa in our inside of the eyes, and also the mind producing. So 4 kinds of rupa kalapa in our eyes, we can differentiate, okay? So if we talk about the eyes, okay, we can say the rupa, but not enough. We need to go until very deep, because in this sutta, the Venerable didn't mention about you have to concentrate on the eyes. The Venerable mentioned to him that you have to concentrate eye transparent elements. So eye transparent element in the center only, not the whole eyes, okay? In the center is clear part only, transparent part in the center. If this part is white, bright, we can contact with external object. So that clearness is very important. Clear rupa kalapa is so important, understand? After that only, when we contact only, we can get the mind understanding on that object, how you look at it in this way, okay? That's why the Venerable is trying to concentrate on your eye transparent element, ear transparent element, nose transparent, nose inside, okay? Inside of the nose, we have transparent particles there, caused by the karma. Only kamaja rupa are bright. The left of other rupa are opposite, not bright, rupa kalapa, okay? So in this way, so the Venerable asked him to concentrate. 6 sense doors we have. All the 6 sense doors have transparent element. So you're trying to concentrate on this 6 sense doors of rupa kalapa, transparent rupa kalapa is one object, one object of vipassana. Understand not? Okay, we had 9 kinds of objects for the Vipassana practice. Understand? The Venerable have been explained to that. Venerable have been explained to the Anathapindika to practice Vipassana. So now the first one is you look at it in your eyes, ear, nose, tongue, and the body. In our body, we have transparent particles. All the transparent elements is one of the objects. 6 sense doors has 6 kinds of transparent element. Is number 1 object for the Vipassana. After we see for that the nature, you will see rising and passing in the eyes. Ear also rising and passing. All the rupa are come and go, come and go. This is the first level, okay? The first object of Vipassana. This is very easy. You just contemplate, oh, inside I have the eyes. Everybody can contemplate now yourself. I have my eyes. Inside my eyes, in the center, I have ice ball. It's bright. That brightness had particles. But many particles, we know that when it's joined together. In this many particles, the center part only got bright light, bright color, okay? There is we call bright transparent elements in our eyes, okay? There is importance for us to understand. There is the first object for the Vipassana object. Understand, no? Okay. Number 2 object is outside, external object. External object. For the eyes transparent element, we need the object, the color, the sound, the color, okay? The color means the things that what you want to look. The object also this is external object or rupa. Rupa object internal is your eye transparent element. External object is like a flower or everything what you want to contact. All external object also one kind of rupa object. We need to see. After that, we need to break down. After that, we need to see the rising and passing of the nature of Vipassana to the every external object, not only materials, all the people also. Your family member, other people who you love, everybody also you think that after you look at it, you need to break down and all they are also Vipassana object. Okay, so 6 kind of Vipassana object for the second one is the color, the sound, the smell, the taste, and the touchable and the mind object. Okay, another 6 kinds of external rupa object also number 2 Vipassana object for us to practice. Okay, number 3 is external contact. 6 kinds of 6 kinds of transparent element. Number 1, 6 kinds of external rupa. Number 2, number 3, 6 kinds of contact. Contact also very important. 6 kinds of contact means external. Just now the color will come and impinge to your eye transparent element. This is contact. Come and touch on your eyes ball. Okay, this is contact. Eyes contact. Understand? Then the sound will come in contact on your ear transparent element. Everybody understand, no? So then you can hear that the sound will come in contact ear transparent element. So sound contact, okay? Same as the smell. Then the smell will come in contact onto your nose. Then no transparent element. So the taste touchable, all you know already, okay? So then 6 kinds of contact are number 3 object for the Vipassana. Okay? Number 4, after contact, what will happen? Everybody know already. Consciousness happen. Okay? Eye contact will create eye consciousness, ear consciousness for the mind thought process. Okay? We will contact with eyes and the rupa and nama. Okay? Not only rupa. How the rupa is processed to our mind. After contact only, we will get communication of the mind. If we are not contact, external object and internal your body, it cannot contact. We don't know what is it. If your eye is bright, we don't know what. Although the object come and touch, also we don't know, because I cannot contact with your eyes. If your ear is deaf, you can't hear any sound. Because I cannot hear, we can't contact, because I cannot contact, we don't know what sound. That is because of contact, consciousness arises. So that eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, turn the body and the mind, okay, mind or consciousness. So 4 kinds of number 4 object of Vipassana, 4 kinds of consciousness, 6 kinds of consciousness for the 6 sense door. Understand, huh? After consciousness, the mind will happen. After you look at it, you got contact, okay? After contact, your mind will start to get alert after contact, okay? Without contact, we don't know, all sleepy mind. We don't contact, we don't know good or bad, After contact, we start to realize that, oh, this is flower, The first idle thought process is not strong. Only just contact on it. Look at it, we know, oh, this is flower. Happy or not happy or unwholesome, not yet happen. So deeply you think about that, mind or thought process happen, okay? Idol and mind together. There is a complete mind will happen. After you look at the contact, eye consciousness will create that. If you like it, this, you happy? Then we get thought process will happen. After contact, we got investigate. We will in the mind will receive the object. After receiving, we will investigate what is this, what is this. Then after the decision, mind will happen. Oh, this is flower. After decision, we know that the jhana we call the 7 impulsion happen. We call 7 impulsion only 7 jhana. We call that good or bad happen to us. And you like it, this object, you feel happy. So wholesome mind will start to happen. And then you don't like this object, unhappy, angry, sometimes unhappy, dislike feeling happen. So wholesome and unwholesome, sukha, dukkha, and upakha. Sometimes you are not feeling at all. You look at that, equanimity feeling. So we have 3 types of feeling, okay? Happy, unhappy, and equanimity. 3 kinds of feeling most of the time happen to us, So equanimity is not so much, that sometimes we like it, emotionally we like it, happy feeling, and we don't like it, easily get angry. The kind of feeling is very obvious to us after contact with external object. Understand? So that's the way, then the mind thought process will happen to us. In the mind thought process, we can check good or bad. We roughly understand. If you like it, happy, that's we can say that the feeling will see because of your eyes contact, eye consciousness arise for you to get wholesome mind because of you look at the Buddha. Now you look at the Buddha image. The Buddha shine, Buddha, when you look at the Buddha and the flower, happy. After you look at it, your eyes will contact with the Buddha, then after contact, the mind start to happen. What kinds of mind happen to you? Then we are happy. You like it, this Buddha image, you like it, this flower, happy mind produce. Understand, like this. So the happy mind start to produce, the happy mind process happen, the feeling is strong. The feeling aggregate, we can say that. So that's way 6 kinds of feeling will happen. After contact, the feeling will happen. Eye connected with the eyes, good or bad feeling, all the feeling will arise. Ear listening, after listening, the sound sometimes you like it, sometimes don't like it. Okay, unhappy. And then the smell also the same. The taste, what you like, you eat, you are happy. What you don't like, you are not happy, Sometimes equanimity, just eating, like this. All the 6 kinds of feeling arise to you. This is number 5, okay? So I will go back again. Number 1, 6 kinds of transparent element. Eye, transparent, ear, nose, body, and the mind, okay? 6 kinds of transparent element in your body. Just contemplate at the same time, contemplate yourself, okay? For this 6 sense or your element transparent, 6 kinds of rupa, object will contact, okay? And rupa and nama, okay? 6 kinds of color, the sound, the smell, the taste, and the tangible, and the mind object. 6 kinds of object, external object is number 2 object for Vipassana, okay? Number 3, the object, external object, the color, sound, smell, come and contact, come and touch, come and contact in your eyes, ear, nose, and transparent element. So 6 kinds of contact. After contact, 6 kinds of consciousness arise. That consciousness will produce our mind to get happy or unhappy or not, that kind of feeling. The 6 kinds of feeling arise on this 6 sense door. Understand? So now 5 types already. Number 6 kind also, 6 kinds of elements. We know already the elements have 4 elements. Everybody know that in our body, external, the 4 elements are everywhere. We can see that. The earth element, the water, the fire, and the wind. 4 elements we can find everywhere. After that, we call dhatu element, space element. Space means inside our body. You can see in your skin many holes, The sweat come out from that hole. That hole is we call space. Element dhatu, okay? And also we can see outside also as space. The whole is space also. There is also one kind of element, rupa also. And also hadaya vatthu rupa. We call also inside the heartbeat, in the blood inside also we can create the mind where stay happen in this hadaya vatthu Rupa also. The heart-based Rupa, I can say that. Also one kind of Rupa in our inside, no? Element 2. So we can say 6 kinds of element also, number 6 type of Vipassana object. Understand? We have 9 kinds of Vipassana object. Don't forget, after that I will ask, one by one, okay? So for 9 types of Rupa object, okay? Now we already finished 6 object. 6 object, all are 6, okay? Now number 7. Number 7 is 5 types of aggregate. Also Vipassana object. We need to practice Vipassana for this 5 aggregate. What is the 5 aggregate? Everybody know about that, okay? The aggregate of Rupa, our body, we can say that. Aggregate of feeling, aggregate of perception, aggregate of metaformation, aggregate of consciousness. So Rupa, and in the end, Rupa and Nama. Another 4 kinds all conduct by the mind process, okay? Rupa and Nama, the body and the mind in the combined there, okay? So this also, after we understand about the mind thought process, we can analyze one by one. Why we can say that the feeling aggregate, the mind thought process happen, we had the different level of the mind. So the feeling is obvious, then others, meta factors, we call feeling aggregate. Sometimes feeling is not obvious. The perception knowing to the object is so obvious, then feeling. That's why we call the aggregate of the perception. That's why in this way we can differentiate. Now maybe quite too much for you. Okay, that's we just roughly understand. 5 types of aggregate, also the object of Vipassana. Everybody know about that 5 aggregate, okay? Another one is that 4 arupa jhana. 4 arupa jhana, we are very familiar with talking about jhana, who practice anapanasati. You can enter and the first to 4 jhana, everybody know about that, okay? After 4 jhana, you can practice also number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8 jhana. This all we call immaterial jhana. Not Rupa, not body, only the consciousness, only the mind in that number 7, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8 jhana. So how to practice, next time I will explain, okay? Today will be too much, So these 4 arupa jhana object, also we need to practice Vipassana. So the no body, only the mind, how to practice Vipassana? So we have to enter. Number 5 jhana, we enter absorption. In much of absorption, we need to contemplate all the mind. The mind, we had the mind thought process, chitta and chittasika. Chitta and chittasika, the mind and the meta formation. So we can see that all the meta factors we need to see about rising and passing, rising and passing. After seeing about the mind thought process about absorption, we need to contemplate anicca, dukkha, anatta. In this way, we practice Vipassana for the jhana thought process. Also can practice Vipassana. Many people think that jhana is not related with the Vipassana. Many people think that way. Jhana is different out of the Buddha Sasana. The Buddha didn't teach like that. Many people have that misunderstanding, okay? So jhana object also, we need to practice Vipassana. So this is the Buddha mission for the 5, 6, 7 jhana, 8 jhana. So after that, we also need to practice. The first jhana also, we can practice Vipassana. The first jhana you enter, the first jhana absorption. In much of the absorption, immediately trying to recall, immediately trying to concentrate on that thought process. Again, rising and passing. Contemplate that. Oh, impermanent, very fast, come and go, come and go. And this time, we need to contemplate all impermanence, my mind, impermanence, suffering, nonsense. In this way, okay? So we practice 4 arupa jhana, also the object of Vipassana, okay? So now already 8, okay? 6 kinds of object or elements and then another just now 5 aggregate. Now number 8, number 8 was 4 arupa jhana, okay? Number 9. Number 9 in this sutta, Venerable Sariputta explained to him, because he was sort of a new dependent origination. He knew what is past, present, future, the cause and effect. He knew. That's why the Venerable didn't explain to him to practice for the past. The Venerable explained to him, oh, Director, you should practice for the present moment, now. You look at it on your body and the mind, look at the nature of Namarupa, arising and passing, arising and passing. So the present Namarupa, sorry. The present Namarupa, also we need to practice the nature of arising and passing, and nature of dukkha anatta. And also future. Future also we can think that tomorrow, we all can think tomorrow. Tomorrow what I want to eat, tomorrow what I want to cook, you also can think about that, okay? Tomorrow sometimes you also can imagine what I want to wear, how after I wear, how is my look, you also can imagine that. So for the future, we can think roughly. The past, don't think, okay, finish already. So the Buddha and the Dharma explained the future also, you should not attach. The future also, we need to practice Vipassana. Tomorrow, what will happen? Tomorrow, what, all the desire, not to get. That kind of desire is no good when relate with attachment. That's why for the future, we need to practice also Vipassana, not to expect too much, you know. And also, he want to mention that not only for tomorrow, continuously the Venerable want him to practice until the end of this life, the last day of this life. After that, trying to practice Vipassana until no desire to go to the next rebirth, not to attach for the next rebirth. There is a more future, okay? For the future life, he didn't want him to continue about the attachment. No? So that Vipassana, he want him to practice Vipassana until not to attach. And no desire, no attachment to for the next rebirth, So he went, then after that only, then if you are not interested on this present moment and the future, and you don't have desire to go to the next rebirth again, then the end of that you practice that, there is complete 9 set of Vipassana object. After you don't have attachment to the jhana place, you don't have attachment to the human place again, then in the end we practice Vipassana in this way again for this sense law, connected with this sense law, present, now present, my body and the external object, when contacting time or how to control and how to do Vipassana, as well present and the future also we practice Vipassana until no desire to go, everything is scaring. After you see Rupa Kalapa are so scary about Vipassana. You look at your eyes with concentration. Now you will think that you will see your eyes, boy. You think they're beautiful. Your ear, your hair, you will like it. You know, you think that everything is stable. So when you get an inside knowledge, Vipassana, deeply you go in with Vipassana inside, everything can break down. So at the same time, you will see, sit down, in the end, you will see all the particles flowing down, you will get scared, you know. So other people also you will feel that. When you walk outside, you contemplate about Vipassana, or you don't see but the soil, everything will falling down. You will feel that you also will fall down inside, you know, the kind of feeling. So we must practice in this way. So in the end, the whole universe, you will see what particles come and go, rising and passing. In the end, not attached to the many things. And slowly, then the last minutes, we do the jhana. Because anagan, non-returner. He preached him for this sutta and the arahant, you know. So non-returner had attachment to the arupa jhana, sometimes rupa jhana, okay. That's why the Venerable explained to him, you have to practice 4 jhana, and the fifth jhana, 6th jhana, 7th jhana, 8th jhana also must practice Vipassana. So why he want him to practice that? That's jhana thought process also. He could see slowly. He will see what impermanent, suffering, non-self, impermanent. Then in the end, after we see many types of thought process, we feel scared. We feel scary when we practice the mind thought process. After scaring, you don't have happy feeling on that, don't have attachment on that kind of thought process or the jhana place. Can cut attachment to every destination, every rebirth, you know. In the end, after that you enter Vipassana again on the thought process of the jhana. In the end, can enter to the Parinirvana, you know, Nirvana object. In this way. So there is not only for Sotapan, this sutta is anti-anagan, non-returner and anti-arahant. He preached that. So the Dharma is, I just share only explain to you. And next time you have practiced, so interesting, very interesting to learn for you and practice that. Very, very good to look at. Then we can see all the true things slowly, how the Vipassana is deep and profound. Then after that, we feel very, we will feel that very happy. You will feel that very happy in this way. That so then. Very interesting, explaining, very interesting explain to the another director at the time. The another director was, he was not really fully concentrating what the Venerable talked to him. He was not concentrating what he was thinking at some time. Oh, why I didn't listen the kind of Dharma talk before? And as I have been so many times went to the monastery, why all the Pandit didn't teach me this one, didn't explain, only explain to me about the Dharma talk as a dharna, how good is dharna, the beneficial of dharna. Why Vipassana, deeper Vipassana didn't explain. I have never listened, only did, and he was remote. He thought about that. He had the kind of thought was brought him. He could not follow what the Buddha, was the Venerable explained to him. So in the end, he could not attain anything. He was sort of the end of the matter also sort of because he could not follow what the Venerable explained. So who can follow that? Who understand really nama rupa? So then only Venerable explain easier to them to follow it. So I did explain to you that I hope that you're roughly okay, 50% sure you can follow it. For the deeper one, you need to practice, okay? You meditate, really need to observe, not only just understand for the Dhamma thought from the Dhamma thought. You really need the experience. Then you get the experience only, we really can cut off all the we really can, the wisdom will grow in our inside, That's why everybody need to meditate, the kind of Dhamma if we really want to learn, And also in the end, after you enter, you will get free from suffering, You can go Nibbana, easier for you, Then, but after listening, he was crying, And then Venerable asked Venerable Ananda, why are you crying? Are you worried? And do you worry to let go about your family and anything that do you have attached? He was asking, then but he didn't have that thought. He just explained that he so sad because he didn't penetrate the Dharma like this in the previous time. He did explain after that. And he explained to Venerable Sariputra, in the future, please explain the kind of Dharma to all the lay people, also not only in the Sangha committee, all the lay people, please explain to the many lay people and lay devotees. Then Venerable Ananda taught. Venerable Sariputra was keep quiet. Venerable Ananda was explained to the Dayaka. Oh, this Dhamma is very deep and very profound. If we ask them to let go, and people are not easy to let go. Not easy to let go, not easy to teach. Then explain. Then Venerable Ananda was explained to the Dayaka. So the Dayaka said, many lay people also might have, some people might have parami. So in the past like they also might meditate. Because of that, if you explain that, some lay people also can follow it, can understand. They also maybe can attend to the Nibbana. So he was explaining. So after explaining, then the book of Mahathira went back to the monastery. Then after that, he also passed away. After he passed away, he went to the heaven to become the Deva, So in this sutta, it's a Vipassana object so deep and very profound. So after listening, if he continuously practiced in the heaven, he could attain to the Anagan and Arahant. Because he knew or he listened one time. After he listened, he just need to contemplate on it. Today I just shared Dhamma to all my parents and my brother and sister. And so listen, very easy way I explain. Everybody understand that. Six sense door, we have eyes, ear, nose, tongue. Everybody understand, the object understand. Contact also, you all know that. After contact, happy mind or unhappy, everybody know that. Okay, very easy way, So what we need to do that, now if we cannot practice deeply, the mindfulness is very important. Sati, every day we need to guard. Every day we need to train before we contact. So that's why early in the morning we need to meditate. So when we meditate, we have wholesome mind. So whatever you want to contact with external object, wholesome mind will support us to contact. Before contact, if we have metta or we have good intention, we need to train that. So when you contact, after contact, you don't feel unhappy. You easily can understand, you easily can, even negative also, you can think with positive. Understand? So people scold you or people bad to you in a speech, action or anything that you can forgive easily. No one is perfect, I also not perfect, So who is a perfect? We don't think about people's mistake or, think very positive all the time, trying to understand. Everybody have greed, anger, delusion. We have so many lifetimes we had that, more than wholesome, So we had that basis, so difficult to let go, So there is things happen, everybody had this thing happen. Oh, there is nature, So try and forgive, everybody can mistake, So when she tell you, oh, she don't know you, and she don't know me, never mind, okay, let go. In this way, we try not to get angry, Not to get easily angry, not to get easily unwholesome, and trying to make it more and more wholesome. In this way, we protect our mind all the time with the mindfulness and gut, and not to get greed, anger, delusion. Greed want to get, impermanence. Sometimes you say, the house beautiful, I want that kind of house. Also you think that, I die also cannot carry, I'm so busy to get this kind of thing, I have to work so hard, so let go. Okay, and no time for me to work for this. I don't want to get time for that. And I want to practice more. If we meditate, if you get a jhana, that is so peaceful. That peaceful mind cannot compare. You stay big house also useless, So stay in small house also, small room also, we stay with jhana also happy. And stay contemplate with vipassana, so everything is okay. So trying to let go, cut, not important. You see that, no good, cut, not to attach, For me also same. Sometimes I try my best, everything is okay, okay. If not okay, I cut everything, like this. So mine is more, we need to cut, we need to learn how to cut. You need to attach too much, It attach too much is no good for our rebirth also. But we come back again, That's way. So I just want to encourage all of you, practice more meditation at home. We are very impermanent in Malaysia, Singapore, and all everywhere, Hong Kong, and give also join thing. Hong Kong also. Sometimes we are worried for everyone, the virus coming. We always send metta. Always, I want everybody to be free from danger, especially who I know it the most, Always send metta. And also protection, so it's very important. You also get shared marriage, all the beings also important. Many Deva also can support you. And practice more 4 elements meditation also. So many things I want to talk, sorry. 4 elements meditation will support for your body to get balance and stronger. So anything happen that you can build up yourself and you can take care. And metta also very important. Metta use until the light come out from your metta. So when the light power is come out, the light can shine to yourself and can do treatment to yourself. Any time, any moment, in Myanmar, every day dying, so many people die. In our village also die, because of the virus, can't control it now. Very dangerous, So then I told them, tomorrow is very uncertain. So today must try everybody, we say that, So thank you so much for your patience, and I'm so happy to share all the dharma to you. Not only just listen, okay, meditate also, and every day trying to contemplate in this way. The mindfully, we don't have much time, cannot get angry, Actually, elderly, over 60, we have to careful, easily get angry, sometimes impatient, So we have to take care not to get unhappy, don't quarrel each other. And the more we get aging, the more we have to unity and support each other. We want to meditate, I want to meditate, please come meditate together, like this, So we had to support each other now, okay? So thank you so much to everybody. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.